Just waiting on the word.
You good? Tired. Alright, 30 seconds.
You see that? Yep. I kind of look at the face, but no. I think we're live. Here we go. Here we go. Good morning, everybody. Johnny Maff here with Fox 17 News. We're live right now on Fox 17 News this morning, about 6:45-ish, approaching the 7 o'clock hour. Now, remember, especially during times like these, we have some heavy rain on the way. We're your only live and local news source from 7 to 9 on the air. The rest of the stations, they go national. A lot of that stuff's pre-recorded, but we're keeping it local. We're keeping you up to date. And Greg Bobus, Katie Morgan, Brett Luna, well, they've been busy in our weather department. Now, I started up right here at Fox 17 back in June. This has been sort of the busiest week anticipating this forecast incoming. Some places could be seeing 5 to 6 inches of rain over the next few days, and so one place that's seen some rain, Sumner County. We're here in Hendersonville. The good folks in the Parks Department turned on the lights for us this morning, and, the sun's coming up. It's maybe trying to come up. A lot of rain in the forecast, though. Greg's the expert there. Now, west of Nashville, I know we're in Sumner County right now, but west of Nashville is what's going to see some of the worst rain. We're tracking what is now Tropical Storm Francine. It started as a hurricane. Certainly thinking about all the people down in Louisiana and Mississippi that are dealing with just the brunt, the worst of what was a Category 2 storm when it made landfall. That hurricane, we talked to some Red Cross representatives. If you want to help out, if you're in an unaffected area, if you can give blood, if you can give money, there's a famous President George Bush quote on that, just give your cash. If you guys know that video, I might post it in the comments a little bit later, but as for the Red Cross, 1-800-RED-CROSS or redcross.org, if you're able to help out some of those victims. They have hundreds of volunteers already in place, already staged in Louisiana. They're getting ready for Mississippi. Some people even, I think, from Tennessee will be volunteering, helping out some of the people affected. But the big thing for Tennessee, it didn't hit here yet. It didn't hit Middle Tennessee yet. It didn't hit Sumner County clearly yet. That's just the sprinklers a little bit over here this morning. They won't be needing the sprinklers here. They won't want the sprinklers here this weekend, especially in Drakes Creek Park where we are right now. We're on the softball diamond again, where the Parks Department lit it up for us. But you want to have a plan. Now, the guidelines, the recommendations, 3 days of food and supplies. That's non-perishable food that's ready to eat. Granola bars, peanut butter, you know the drill there. Also, some water bottles could go a long way. You don't want to be without a plan. If you're in a flooding area, have a backup plan for a place to stay as well. And I need to, let's see my phone battery. It's not great, so I'm going to have to keep my phone charged up in case the power goes out. Have those backup chargers, emergency chargers, phone chargers. Hit the store now if you haven't yet. I don't want to cause one of those crazy rushes at the store, but definitely it's worth being prepared. You don't want to be trapped without a plan. Now, we did talk to a few other people right here in Hendersonville with the Parks Department, also the Sumner County Emergency Management Team. And what the Emergency Management Team says is, again, everybody viewing here, we all know it's been dry. There's been some drought conditions. And so I'll read off some of the quotes from Ken Widener. Now, he is the emergency management director, and what he was telling us, we caught up with a few people. Also, Madeline Nolan, our other morning reporter, she's live outside on Percy Priest Lake this morning, hearing from the Army Corps of Engineers, who are certainly getting ready as well. Now, the Sumner County team, the emergency management team, says they want to make plans. We know how severe weather is coming. We know the potential for flooding. Make plans. Don't be out if you don't have to. If you're in a flood-prone area, you might want to get out of that area. And they also say they have been in touch with every local agency, the police, fire, hospital, schools, about coordinating things going on. Now, what we talked to some of the Henderson people about, including some of you guys might know him, Andy Gilly. He's the Parks and Rec director right here in the city. And he says, like I sort of started off the top of this stream, he was saying that December, the tornadoes affected businesses and people and the parks here as well, and flooding back in May in the spring. We're showing you some video of that as well. And we have another hit coming up just over 10 minutes out at the top of the hour right here on Fox 17. So tune into Channel 17. Again, everyone else goes national. We're staying local. We're on your side. He says that if everyone's been really resilient, and so they're hoping that with the drought and everything, that the rain comes slowly, comes in cycles. That's my hope. That's everyone's hope. Even the farms too. They don't want it all after a drought. Yes, they need the rain, but you don't want it all to come in one spurt. You don't want it all to just literally dump down on you. And so a bird just dropped something on the dugout over there, on the first base dugout here at the Commando softball field. But as for what the emergency management team was telling me about the drought, now, again, we're good here. The ground is saturated enough here. And by saturated, the emergency management director, Ken Widener, means it can hold some water. Now, you don't want it to flood. You don't want it to not hold water. But when there's a drought, he says, it can't hold that water right away. There's nowhere for that water to go, which is one of the sort of issues and why they hope it comes slowly, hope it comes in cycles. But again, around noonish today, around lunchtime, and especially tonight, and on our coverage tomorrow morning on Fox 17, you want to make sure you're tuned in for the latest. Get the notifications on. We, of course, have our Fox 17 Code Red weather app, but Hendersonville's website, they have notifications, and the fire departments, police departments. One easy thing is if you have Twitter or Facebook, you can get notifications pretty easily that way, and a lot of those agencies do make sure to keep you up to date on that front. Let's talk some football right now. Friday Night Lights. Again, this is Thursday morning lights. Again, calm before the storm, but Friday Night Lights, the people planning out everything. If you're a kid watching this before school, before you head out the door this morning, or if you're a parent not knowing maybe what the Friday night schedule is, well, they're trying to get the games in too, everyone. They're trying to get these tournaments that are happening around the area this weekend, and the Friday night football in Sumner County and across Middle Tennessee. They don't want to have to reschedule. The lightning detectors have gotten much, much better over the years, and the everything regarding the forecasts, the coaches even have calls with the National Weather Service and some of the officials with those emergency management and the authorities, police departments, fires, stuff like that. They want to get the games in. Maybe there will be some delays if there's lightning. And Greg Bobus, of course, has much, much more on that. Katie Morgan will be on it tonight, and Brett Luna as well. Your Fox 17 weather team, they work hard, they work around the clock, and will certainly be alert around the clock, especially the next couple days. Things are supposed to lighten up Saturday, and then home opener Sunday for the Titans. That's at noon. The Jets are in town. I'll be up in the nosebleeds for that game. One of my buddies is coming in from New Jersey. He's a super big, wicked big, as I say, from New England Jets fan. So hopefully everything can sort of play out this weekend. If you're flying out, if you're traveling, just check the BNA flight schedules. Check with your airlines as well. That's what so many airports say to do, to, not just FlightAware, but check specifically with your airlines. Hopefully everyone can come in and land, because I'm sure it will be a busy weekend on Broadway. Broadway's been booming lately, of course, and busy weekend in Nashville, as we always see here, especially with the Titans home opener. I'm not sure. I don't know the latest regarding the Grand Prix happening. I know Riley Green's going to be at least scheduled to perform. Those cars don't do well in any sort of precipitation, any weather, rain or sleet or snow or shine. It needs to be dry for them. So not sure what's going to happen on that front, but hopefully if it gets in, you have a lot of fun if you're going to that event this weekend. We're hearing a few things this morning. Justin's on the traffic, of course, as the traffic's It's been about a month of school, right? So the traffic's gotten, people are in their routines now. And Jen's, of course, at the desk bringing you everything you need to know. Now, Jill Jelnick, she's our sports director, and she's been at the Titans all week long, seeing some of these practices. And we're hearing from Will Levis this morning, the Titans quarterback. First full year as a starter for him, and what he's saying is, he just is moving on to the next game, to week 2. Their focus right now is on Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, and that Jets defense, they're young besides the quarterback, right? But it'll hopefully be a lot of fun. Let's recap a little bit about the weather and preparedness, especially here in Sumner County, and I've been talking to so many of those folks. So again, they hope, to recap, you want to make a plan. The Red Cross says make a plan. The Red Cross has volunteers. They're prepared. They're talking to the local authorities. Here in Hendersonville, the cops, the fire department, they have been resilient with all of this stuff, all the storm damage. We're talking about floods here, which, again, coming up in just a few minutes, and I do need to sign off here in a moment because what time is it? It's 6:53. Yeah, my producers probably want to get a mic check out of me to start off our 7 o'clock hour on Channel 17. Again, team coverage, Madeline Nolan out at Percy Priest. But back to what I was talking about. Not to get off track here. Sorry about that. And happy Thursday to everyone. Thanks so much for tuning into this. They want that rain to come slowly, hopefully, because things are prone to flooding. But make a plan. Have some food ready. Charge up those phones. Can't say it enough. But for now, though, Johnny Maffey here, live at Drakes Creek Park in Hendersonville. Hope everyone can stay a little bit dry. Hope the power doesn't go out for you. And then the weekend can go on smooth. The fall's my favorite time of year. I'm not sure if you're on the same page there, but the weather's getting more comfortable despite, again, this calm before the storm, the remnants of Francine. It's now a tropical storm, but thoughts are certainly with all the people down in Louisiana. Hopefully they're doing all right. Life's turned upside down. The Red Cross is helping. You can head over to redcross.org if you can help out as well. But enjoy your Thursday. Stay safe, stay prepared, and thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Johnny Maffey here in Hendersonville.